Good morning. It is, I don't even know, is it 9:30, 10? I woke up at about 10 past 6 and I went back to sleep. Beautiful morning. It's not raining yet, or maybe the forecast has changed. So today I'm getting ready and I'm going to look for some breakfast. I saw a cafe when I went for a walk after dinner last night, so that's probably where I'm gonna try and get breakfast, because I saw they had savoury crepes, so that's interesting. Usually I have a meal in the restaurant where I'm staying just to see what the food's like, but I haven't done that yet, so maybe breakfast tomorrow I'll go to Three Blue Ducks. But as for this morning, I'm going out for breakfast nearby, and maybe go do a bit of shopping. This was like a gift I received, and I used Peony blush yesterday. It's really nice. I'll probably end up getting a full size of that one. And there's a few like body and hand lotion, body cream. So this is English pear and freesia, and this is the peony, which I like. And today I thought I would use this one, wood sage and sea salt. Seems a bit different, and I don't think I've ever tried this one either. So yeah. So this is the view this morning, Thursday, about 9:30, 9:40 a.m. The river's still that brown color. And there's a boat. And there's a train at the train station, just pulling away. And we'll try and catch it on this bridge here, this green bridge. There it is. I take trains quite a bit. I use public transport mostly, but I actually never see them, you know, from this distance. So it's quite interesting. But I don't know why it's moving quite so slowly. There's another one coming from the other direction, also a little bit slowly. Maybe they need to slow down when they're passing by each other. And we should, I think it will go on to one of those bridges. Oh, and there's another one coming from the opposite direction.
Checkouts at about 12. I'm going to see if I can draw a bubble bath. I bought this from Lush. Sakura bath bomb. I don't have a bathtub at home, so if I stay in a hotel that's got one, I always try to have a bath at least once. And then if I've got enough time, I'll go to Triple Ducks for breakfast, and then I'm meeting a friend for lunch. Here's the bathtub. It's kind of got a vintage vibe, and instructions. Pull down to activate pan shower. Heading to Three Brook Ducks now. And checkout is at 12, but I'd like to be out of the room by 11:30. So the decor is a bit dark in the hallways, in the lift bank, on the floors, and then it's kind of like neon colored in this lift, so it's green at the moment. Yeah, interesting. And then kind of like neon pink insects were the design of choice. hard to work out. I actually had to Google where the fridge is in the W Brisbane, but it's actually in here. And you use it on the white knob. And there's the contents of the minibar. So this one is not part of the minibar. This is something I purchased. And I have had a Pepsi and one of the cans of lemonade. Super comfy bed, slept like a baby. Really nice kind of heavy blanket. This was last night's room service. Love the fries, you can see almost all gone. Didn't really bother with the sauce. I'm assuming it's tomato. This pizza was pretty bad, I have to say. Yeah, wouldn't be recommending this. I think they could have done a much better job. Okay, let's do a quick review on this very comfy bed. So I've stayed here a couple of nights at the W Brisbane. Location's pretty good. The mall, Queen Street Mall, is about a block away. I could get food, groceries. It's a nice building. The room itself is quite pretty. Has some cute little features like the hidden fridge. Bathroom really nice with a shower and a bath, but I'm not sure whether it actually is a bath because I couldn't get the drain to plug. So yeah. In terms of service, the reception was pretty efficient. I arrived a bit early. The check-in is at 3, but they checked me in and I had left my luggage at the North Quay entrance. And I got to the room and the luggage came not long after. I was able to have everything before I popped out to meet my friend for lunch on Wednesday. There was no room service, as in housekeeping of the room, because yesterday I came back from brunch and a strawberry lemon tea, which was actually quite delicious. I came back and I began to feel unwell, so I pretty much spent most of yesterday afternoon in bed, which is when I assumed they would have come. And I did receive a call at about 5:30 asking if I wanted the room to be serviced, but I was fine. I'm checking out today, the next day. I did order some room service, so I didn't get to do the things I had planned for yesterday afternoon, such as go around walking in the city, going shopping, maybe having lunch at some place new. So I ended up ordering room service of shoestring fries and pizza. The fries were good. There's an $8 delivery charge, but for me, because I wasn't feeling well, it was really worth it. And I had purchased a couple bottles of water, so I was fine for hydration, plus I helped myself to some of the minibar. I didn't really see a lot of staff as I was in and out of my room, the hotel room. I went to Three Blue Ducks for breakfast this morning. And it was interesting because they say they are open up until 10:30, and I got there just before 10, and the person who greeted me had to check whether the chef was still available, and then so the chef was available so I could have breakfast there. And he also looked for whether I had breakfast included, and then he said something like, "Oh, your breakfast isn't included, but that's okay, we'll be able to serve you anyway." So I'm like, I thought, like, if that was an issue that I didn't have a breakfast included rate, which I rarely do because I like to try breakfast in the local area near the hotel, they might have mentioned that at the reception. But anyway, it worked out fine. And I quite enjoyed my breakfast there, especially the ambrosia frizz mocktail. That was really good. But yeah, I just thought it was a bit like, oh, okay, we're doing you a favor by letting you come dine here, but it's not like I'm dining there for free. I'll be paying for that with my room rate on my way out. So anyway, interesting. I did have a look at the pool, which is on the 4th floor, I think, and I didn't really, like, it was fine. There were people there, and there was also like a bar like next to the pool, and I think that put me off because I had this like image of people being drunk and then jumping in the pool, getting a bit rowdy. So I didn't attempt to swim or anything. I also spent a bit of time, a couple of mornings, in the area they call the living room. It's the lobby, what I would call the lobby area, because it's on the same floor as the reception. It had this kind of like glam, opulent, rich vibe in how they furnished the lobby. So it was pretty comfy, and there was sort of groups of seats and tables. So I felt like I could take up a little bit of space, and others would be also comfortable taking up space in the other groups of seats and tables. So that was pretty comfy, and I guess because I was there sort of odd hours, like working hours, so I was pretty much the only person there. The only time was when I came back from dinner Wednesday night, and that area was quite busy. There were people, and they looked like they were drinking, and there was music. So that's the busiest that I've seen, that living room lobby area. In terms of the other aspects of the room, apart from the bed, the air conditioning was lovely, worked perfectly. It's not really soundproof, so I can hear people in the hallway, and I can also hear people, traffic and other noises from the street. So I'm quite high up, but noise does travel up. View is quite lovely. It's of South Bank, so I can see the Wheel of Brisbane, QPAC, some apartment buildings, 4 bridges, all the cars, the train. So it's quite nice to watch from the window. And there's not a lot of rain. The rain was predicted for yesterday and today, but I haven't seen much rain at all. That's some construction going on there. There will be a new pedestrian bridge, which will connect South Bank to the Queen's Wharf, which is where the new casino will be. State Library. This one's Goma. Kurilpa, or the Matchstick Bridge, a couple other bridges. That's the train, and that area over there is Milton. Yeah, beautiful view, and still quite a beautiful blue sky. Lots of towels, a couple of bathrobes. There were bedroom slippers provided as well. One of the bath or dressing robes had a stain on the sleeve, so when I saw the stain, I took it off because I was like, oh, what's this? Is it because it hasn't been washed, or the stain was hard to get rid of? But there is a second one, so that's pretty good. Towels were quite nice and fluffy, and could dry me off pretty quickly. Would I stay here again? I'd say yes. Very nice location. There's also an area called the Brisbane Quarter, so that has some restaurants and a tea place. I love tea. And I do feel I missed out a little bit on exploring this area yesterday because I had to stay in bed, so that wasn't fun. And also I'm in a king bedroom, high floor with river view. Maybe next time, if I do come back, I probably want to stay in a suite, so it'll probably be a birthday thing if I'm going to spend that kind of money. Yeah.
That's good. See you later.